Happy Hump Day, everyone. Happy Wednesday to all of you. Thank you for joining me once again for our weekly Wednesday Facebook Live tutorial. If you are joining me on Instagram, say hi. Hey, Highland. And we have quite a few of you joining me on Instagram right now. And same thing for Facebook. If you're joining me on Facebook, make sure that you click on the StreamYard link so I can see your name. If not, make sure you type your name, okay? Now, if I don't call out your name, that doesn't mean that I don't see you. Yes, I do, but I do want to get on with the teaching. And we have to end promptly at 12:30 as I have a coaching call at 12:30 as well. Now, if you're joining me the very first time, my name is May Yo Silvers. I'm the owner of M2 Hospitality, a multiple six-figure profit event planning company. I'm also the founder, event mentor, and coach for events for anyone, where we have a mentorship program called the Unstoppable Eventrepreneur, as you can see on my t-shirt, where we help event planners to help them start and grow the event planning company into a multiple six-figure profit business. So, hey, Carla, thank you for joining me on YouTube. Now, it's great that quite a few of you know that I teach at 12 p.m. Eastern Time Zone every Wednesday on several platforms, Instagram, inside my Facebook group, Events for Anyone, how to start and grow your event planning company into how to start and grow your event planning company. That's my Facebook group. And then on LinkedIn and also on YouTube. Some of you inside my Facebook group have no idea that we do this every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. So I'm glad that some of you finally found out that I teach. Now, for majority of the Wednesdays, I would say that in a year, 52 weeks, I probably do not teach probably 5 to 6 Wednesdays. But other than that, I'm here every single time. So, hey, Terry, thank you for joining me as well on Instagram. So today we are going to talk about, if you're on Facebook with me, make sure you say hi, YouTube, LinkedIn as well. Today we are going to talk about, is there a misalignment? Okay, first and foremost, let's talk about, are you proud of your digital presence? Okay, are you proud of your digital presence? And what do I mean by digital presence? It could be your website. It could be your social media. All right. So these two are the main avenues. Social media could be Pinterest, could be your Instagram, could be your TikTok, could be your Facebook. All right. Anything that's digital, LinkedIn. So are you proud of your digital presence? Why am I asking this question? Because if you are not proud of your digital presence, all right, you can't 100% say that I'm very proud of what I'm displaying on my digital portal, okay, on any digital platform. That's a problem. If you're not proud of something, why do you still show it? So there are a few things I want to discuss today. There is a difference being a perfectionist to the point that you are afraid to show anything on your digital presence because you don't think that it's ever good enough. So you don't advertise or market your brand, your presence. But if you don't do that, nobody knows that you're in business. If they can't find you, they can't pay you. I say that all the time. And then there's another spectrum, which is you just put whatever you want on your digital portal presence, and that could backfire. So, which could lead to misalignment of your brand to the perceived value that you are trying to project to your potential buyer. Okay, quite a few of you are on Facebook with me as well. Make sure that you type your name so I can see your name because you didn't click on the StreamYard link. So you're saying hello to me, I say hello back to you, but I like to know who's joining me. So I'm going to give you one example. Okay, what do I mean about being proud? So I have asked quite a few event planners and designers to show me things that they are posting on their social media, okay, and on their website. And we played a game. If you show me what you are posting on your social media and your website, I'm going to share with you what is the perceived value that you are creating to your followers or to people who is seeing your marketing on a digital portal. Okay, what do I mean by perceived value? So to keep it simple, basically, when you show me what you're posting on your digital portal, on your social media, any platform, all right, and I'm going to say that, oh, based on what I see, I think you charge X amount of dollar. That's what I meant by perceived value. Okay, the perceived value of your worth, of your fee. If you, hey Tasha, so if you are posting things on your digital portal, website, social media that does not create the perceived value that you want people to perceive, then there is a misalignment. Okay, that's what I meant. For instance, you could commit these mistakes. All right, there's so much I want to teach. I have to organize in my head which one comes first. So let's pick the simplest one. You done an event. Okay, you did an event. You have some pictures. Now your fees, normally you will charge at least 20, let's say $1,500 to $5,000. Okay, let's just pick a number, halfway point. Let's say you charge $2,500. Hey Nin, let's say you charge $2,500 for your fees to plan a simple birthday party or a very simple wedding, small size, okay, not too crazy. All right, you charge $2,500 for your fee. And then you put out some pictures that you want to market your brand, your company, you. And that picture has a function to do. The job, okay, the job of that picture is to convey a message, a marketing message to the people who is seeing whatever you are posting. The job is to communicate to those people who are seeing what you're posting that you are an expert in your field, you know what you're doing, and this is the results that I create for my clients, and also a perceived value of how much you cost. You don't have to tell them that you charge $2,500. People will create their own perception how much it costs. So if you want to charge $2,500 for your fees, not the event budget, $2,500 for your fees to plan an event or design an event or decorate an event, that particular picture and the words you use to describe the picture, or what we call your post, has to align to a perceived value of $2,500. Okay, I'm going to use an extreme example. If you said that my worth, I want to charge a fee of $10,000, okay, of $10,000 to do partial planning, and I want to charge $20,000 to do full planning for wedding, okay? So you stick your fee on the ground and say that I want to charge $10,000 for my partial planning fee and $20,000 for my full wedding planning fee. You declare that, okay? Which is great. Congratulations. You know how much you want to charge, all right? Now, your digital presence, the pictures that you push, that you put out on your digital portal, on your website, on any portal, and the words that you use needs to be in congruence. Okay, there should be a congruency to the fees you want to charge. Where does the misalignment come from? The misalignment will come from this situation. you post a picture that does not show the perceived value that someone should pay you $10,000 or $20,000, that they don't put that picture to, they do not make the connection. The picture that you post, okay, or the video that you post does not give a perception that you are worth $10,000 or $20,000. What are some examples? If you show a picture that shows the setup looks very cheap, that means you use tablecloth like polyester tablecloth. You use chairs like those garden lawn chairs or metal folding chairs, and the linen is dirty, has holes on it, doesn't cover the legs of the table. The lighting is horrible. That means they have fluorescent lights or there's a glare. The flooring looks like it's unfinished. There are chip paint. The wall looks like it's folding. It's those partition wall, and it looks beat up. Okay. The guests looks like they are sloppily dressed. They are not attending a high-end event. Okay. Those are some examples. All right. How would a $10,000 or $20,000 event look like? It would look very polished. It looks like it's professionally taken. The good thing is nowadays our phone is able to take very good pictures, right? So please clean up your photo before you post. I, in fact, was just coaching one of my clients inside our mentorship program that she posts something on social media. Beautiful setup. Beautiful. Backdrop is beautiful. Table setup is beautiful. But the way she took that picture shows that this event is at a backyard. Nothing wrong with that. But it shows the fence of the backyard. And the fence of the backyard look like it doesn't look like this is a person who, the person who hired her is not the person who has a luxurious home. Okay, so if you come to think about it, right? People who pay $10,000, $20,000 for partial planning or for full planning for the wedding, who are these people? Professional, probably in the upper class in terms of income earning. That means the residential is also a upper middle class to upper class, right? So you are trying to send out a perception of the people that you're working with. So there is a misalignment here. Her work of that backdrop and the table was beautiful, but the environment that this event was taken, okay, was being done, is not aligned to the type of clients that she wants to tell people that she's working with. So am I saying that, oh, are you saying that middle class people who has a beat up fence will not be able to pay $10,000, $20,000? No, absolutely not. But I want you to be a little bit more intentional. When you are taking the pictures, you want everything to tell one story. And that one story is, I make beautiful design for the backdrop and I make beautiful design for the table setup. This is the work I produce. You do not. So when you take the pictures, you are going to do close-up pictures of that table setup and close-up and a nice picture that shows the backdrop. But you do not want to show anything that has a conflict to the perception that you're trying to create. So if I were to just look at the table and look at the backdrop, I'll be like, this person is worth $10,000 to $20,000 because of how intricate the work is, the design is, okay? The attention to detail. But then I saw other things. In the picture, they'll be like, but I'm not so sure she works with people like that. I'm not so sure. Now, it may sound a little extreme, okay? But birds of feather flock together. If you work with one very high-end client, all right, who is used to paying $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 for an event planner, they normally hang out with the same people, all right, of what I call the same economic level, social status. They wouldn't hang out with people who they don't feel that they are on the same frequency. So these are the unspoken perception that you are projecting, that you work with anybody, okay? You work with anybody, and this this picture, okay, is showing a conflicting image. All right, now this is pretty extreme. Okay, the example that I gave to you is pretty extreme. Let's pick something easier, right? Let's go back to, if you're showing a picture that doesn't give the perception, like, that the bad lighting, the tablecloth, the dirty linen, the place setting is placed wrongly, the spoon is on the left, the fork is on the right, the steak knife is facing the other way, you have plastic empty mineral water bottle that is a cheap one, okay, not like Aquafina, not Aquafina, not like the high-end water like Voss, okay, not like Pana, not like Pellegrino. So we're talking about like Zephyr Hills, like even like a Publix brand on the table. It gives a different perception of the clientele that you're working with, the type of events you're working with. And I talk about the cheap flooring. So you want to be able to have congruency. And then now that's another extreme, which is the pictures are beautiful, very, very beautiful, okay? And you want to create a perception that you charge 18, 10,000, 20,000, $30,000 for your fees, not even budget, okay? Beautiful pictures, I love it. And then your verbiage is, we will help to bring your vision into reality. Great, because you have a picture to show that. Fantastic. We will work with your budget. We will cater to your budget. We have competitive pricing. Now, let me ask you, do you think someone who will drop 20, 30, 40, 50K will really care about we will work with your budget? Yeah, of course. Every single client will want you to work within their budget, even very wealthy ones. But the budget has never been their buying decision. Their buying decision is understanding. If they will ask themselves, do you understand my vision? The picture show that you understand my vision, right? Okay. They will never decide whether they want to hire you based on, are you going to work within my budget? Am I like, I want you to make sure that you shop for the best deal. I want you to make sure that you nickel and dime everybody so that I get the best deal. I don't need you to give me a competitive pricing. I hire you because of your talent. I hire you because of what you show me on the picture. But now you're not talking my language. Me as a high-end buyer, competitive pricing, sure. Work within my budget, sure. But that would never be my buying decision. The sales conversation with a high-end buyer will be like this. This is my vision. Oh, you can do my vision. Fantastic. All right, when can we start? It's never about, and then you drop the fee. You drop the fee, $50,000. Okay, I see your value because you told me that you can fulfill my vision, right? You pay attention to details, right? You have a great eye. You design great work. Okay, so fantastic. Where do I sign the contract? Okay, when is the first payment? Here you go. That's my credit card. They will never ask, can you give me a competitive pricing? Will you work within my budget? They will never do that. So this is what I meant by congruency. Now, if you belong to one of the people, okay, that you're not proud of your work, but you need to show your work because you need to market your brand, correct? Now, let me take a temperature check. What I just taught just now are psychology, okay? You tap into people's perception of your worth through their first impression of you. These are the things that people shy away from talking about because we tap into social status, we talk about income level, we talk about money. So these are the things that they will never tell you. Your potential clients and followers will never tell you because it seems very crass. But I'm here to help, and I'm going to be the truth teller. And I want to call out the non-obvious so you know what to do with your digital presence. Everyone follow me so far. Give me a thumbs up, a heart, and an emoji that you understand what I just shared with you. Okay? Now, there's another spectrum, which is what I just said, that you are not super proud of your digital presence, but you post something on social media because you feel that posting something is better than nothing, right? My Instagram people, they probably did not understand what I'm teaching because I haven't got a thumbs up and a heart or emoji or anything. My Facebook people, yes. All right. So the question is this, okay? If you show something that is not of congruence to the worth, the price that you want to charge, what will happen? It will create a friction to the perception of your worth. If you want to charge 10,000 or 20,000, but you show something that doesn't give the perception, you have a misalignment. You use certain words that doesn't show congruency that, or create the impression that you charge $10,000 to $20,000, that's a misalignment. So what happens if you don't have the work that you can show that this is how much I charge? You don't have the portfolio to put on your digital presence that I charge this you. I would rather that you do not post any of your own work at this time that you're not proud of, because it's going to do more damage to you than to you and your brand than to try to broadcast to everybody that you're still in business and this is what I do. Okay, you're sending out mixed message. So sending out mixed message is you can have pictures that's really nice, but then the words are wrong. That's a mixed message. You can have terrible pictures and then you use very high-end language. That's a mixed message. You can have pictures on your portfolio that shows very high-end events, and then there's some other pictures that shows really not so good, that you give a perception that this picture looks so good, you do this work, and then this picture shows like it's an amateur work. That's also not a congruency. That's a misalignment. Okay, so what do you do when you don't have portfolio that can showcase your $10,000, $20,000 worth? You use stock photos. You use stock photos, and there's no need for you to actually publicize to everyone this is not my work, because these are all free, royalty-free stock photos. And you can talk about, work like that inspire me to do my work. It allows me to expand my creativity. I love this. I love the look of this because this is so my style, and it brings out the characteristic of ABC XYZ. Okay, so use stock photos that show a perception that you are a $10,000, $20,000 planner, designer. Okay, do not show things that you're not proud of. That is going to kill your brand. All right. Now, in the meantime, you should continue to either do a style shoot so that you can create a portfolio that you're proud of and post that you can say, this is my work. All right. You can do that. So don't worry about, so I can't post anything. Okay. You can also post things that is not a show of your work, but assert your authority, that you talk about how to do certain things. You can show content of you, maybe a nurture post, that how to do a wedding budget, how to plan a graduation party. So you're showing your expertise. It doesn't have to be a picture. You can record a short video of you doing a reel, a 30 seconds reel to give the tips, or you can come on live to teach like what I'm doing, right? So many of you ask me, But May, you don't have any photos to showcase your work for M2 hospitality, okay? My event planning business. That's true, because my events are not pretty events, okay? My events are boring corporate events. I don't work with clients who want a beautiful looking event. I work with clients who wants to have a profitable event. My niche is ticketed in-person events. They hire me because I know how to strategize, I know how to plan. So they don't hire me to make a pretty event. They hire me to first and foremost fulfill their needs of planning a profitable event, front end and back end. Now, some of the clients also have one day in their event that they do an elaborate celebration, okay, opening reception where the decor is pretty. I take pictures of those and I share it. But that's not my core offering. Then how do they know that I charge 10,000, that I charge 15,000, 30,000, 100,000? What kind of decision, what kind of evidence are they looking for when they are going to hire me? Because I don't have any pictures to show. They look for evidence of testimonials. So you can post testimonials of people who work with you. It doesn't have to be a picture of your work. Okay, so you can be proud of your digital presence because now you have people talking about their experience working with you. So you can post testimonials, and I do a lot of videos inside LinkedIn and also posts that assert my authority. I do case studies. Like I share a case study of how I help a certain client to avoid paying financial penalty, how I help a certain clients to negotiate a good deal. I show case studies. And I also teach, right, by posting posts, nurture posts, like how things to avoid, how to do ABC, XYZ. So it doesn't just have to be photos, okay? So it's extremely important that if you're not proud of your digital presence, you have to ask yourself, what are the things that if you have a do-over, what would you take down? So start doing that now, because we don't want to corrupt your good content with bad content that will give a confusion of how much you charge. Okay, you can still keep like your amateur work to show your evolution, okay, your evolution of your work, but you want to be very clear that this is my work 10 years ago, this is my work now, see how I have evolved. So they are not going to put a price tag based on your 10 years ago work and then decide to pay you for your 10 years later work. So you have to be so clear when it comes to your digital presence on how the messaging that you're trying to convey. You never want to have a confusion, okay, and an incongruency. So to recap, if you know that this is how much you want to charge, your digital presence needs to give a perception how much you charge. And the perception is created by the photos that you post and the words that you use. The worst thing you want to do is you have great photos, but the wrong choice of words, or you have bad photos, but the right choice of words. Okay. So they'll be like, I don't understand. Who does she cater to? Okay. So that's point number one. Point number two, you don't always have to show a photo. You can show a post that assert your authority. You can show a post that assert that you are legit because you have testimonials. Okay. So these two are your biggest takeaway today. All right. Hopefully you have gotten some aha moments and some nuggets. Now go audit your website and your social media. Make sure that there is no confusion there, that people, it's like, I see a picture like this, I think she get paid like $500. And then I see another picture like this, maybe she get paid more. But then that also tells me that she will accept a fee of $500 because she had accepted a fee of $500 because this picture give me a perception that she's a $500 person. So we don't want that. All right. So thank you so much for giving me your time today. Join me on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. And I go back and watch this and do all your audit. Okay. So next week I will have an announcement to make, exciting announcement, and stay tuned with me for next week for our Facebook live tutorial at 12 p.m. Eastern time zone. Give me a thumbs up and emoji that you have enjoyed today's session. For my clients inside the mentorship program, please join me inside Zoom. We're going to talk about how following your client's vision is going to kill your brand. Okay? What is the fine line here that you can follow your client's vision, but yet it will elevate your brand instead of killing your brand? So thank you so much. I'll see all of you again next Wednesday. Bye.